Hi there. What's your focus for today and where are you heading? I'm sitting here, I have got my coffee, I'm ready for today, and I thought I'll talk you through a line that takes you from where you are right now to where you possibly want to go, in near future or within the year. Now, I made this drawing, and if you can look at it, it starts here. This is where you are right now, and this is where you're heading. Now, my first question for you is, where is this place? Where are you at the moment? And where are you heading? Like literally, print it down, write it down, and make sure it's specific. The thing is that some of us are in this place all the time or most of the time. Now that is if you are more a futuristic kind of person and you just love the idea of what is possible, you get excited about talking about your projects, where they're gonna get you. You get excited, motivated about the thought of what your products can do for people or your service can do, and you kind of love talking about it, and it makes you excited. The problem, or yeah, it actually could be a huge problem, or it could at least make it hard for you to reach that goal, is that you might tend to be there. You tend to be out there in that great, wonderful possibility of opportunities. And that's all there is. It becomes more like a place that you can go through when you just want to dream and feel good about yourself or feel good about the future. But there's no link for over to that spot where you are today. You kind of miss that out. Now, there's another one, and that's if you are most of the time on this part. So you tend to be all the time here and now. Now, not in a mindfulness way of thinking, but more in the way that you tend to find it hard to even imagine what's possible. You find it hard to set goals that are longer than a week long, and you find it hard to make this big vision or way of heading. It feels like nah, because you're seeing what you have in front of you right now, and that might not be what you're looking for. So you see what you got of resources, you see what you have of learning, you see what you have of time right now, and from what you see, because that's not exactly what you want, it can be hard to even imagine that it's possible to get something else. So the problem for you might be that you get stuck in here and now, and you get stuck in doing all these things like on a daily basis. You have your task list, you go through it, bit for bit, but there's no huge vision. There's no goal. You're not heading towards something that's greater and bigger. You're just doing here and now. Now the thing is that with this chart, maybe it's better to see it this way, we need both, okay? If you're just here, then you're probably going to just stay there and you're not going to be satisfied. Now, if you're only staying here, well, this can be your dream spot, and there will never be a link between those two. And that dream, someday, you might even, regret it or give it up because you never reached it. As you can see, there's a line in between, and that's where the magic comes in. So we all in this spot somehow. What this spot is for you, only you know. But you are here at the moment. Now, if you're here all the time, I want to challenge you to really put aside your work, go for a walk, go to a cafe, do whatever. Go to a place where you're away from your ordinary work, you're away from your task list, and just try to imagine. Now, forget what you know at the moment. Forget about how much time you have at the moment, or what kind of learning skills you think you don't have at the moment. Forget about your resources, if that's money-wise or if it's something else. And just pretend and just let your mind flow and think, okay, if anything was possible, where would I love to be in, say, 10 years? Like, really, really love to be? Like, in 10 years, I would not only love to be there, and I'm not talking about sitting on a beautiful tropical island, but more like being in the state of you. Who do you want to be in 10 years? If anything was possible? And then write it down. Make your own line. Make that, I like a confetti kind of star place, and write it down and say, okay, if anything was possible, this is where I want to go. This is where I want to head with my business. In 10 years, what if anything was possible? This is where I want to go with my business, with my life, with myself, whatever. Now, that might sound or feel impossible at the moment. I don't care. Forget about that. Anything is possible. but you need to make sure that you want that, whatever it is. It needs to be something that makes you thrilled, it makes you excited, makes you feel alive. It's scary as well, but you will love to get there. Now, if you're on the other side, you always are on that place in this dream world. Now, go back to today and say, okay, this is what I want. This is what I got at the moment. So you got to look at what you got. You got to look at your life at the moment. And on the scale, and let's say this is a 10, and we start the line on 1. Forget about this one at this arrow. Just say that we start on the 1, and this is a 10. Now, for either one of you, I want you to put a number, one place on this line that is aligned with where you are today, and compared to how far you are away from your this ultimate place, this wonderful place, this dream that actually can become true. So you put that number in. I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's a 2 or if it's an 8, because it's your life, right? So if it's a 2 and 8, I don't care. Just put that number down. Okay, then you look at the line again, and you see how far is it between those numbers, about the number you put on your life right now and the number 10 that should be or could be, your vision, your goal, your dream, your ultimate place. And now the work starts, right? Okay, so now we need to figure out, how can we get from this point to this point? Well, you have to start with what you have right now. And then as soon as you look at what you have, you still have to watch where you're heading. And you have to figure out, what can I do today? And I mean it, today, right now, after you watch this video. What can you do today, right now, that will make you at least a little slightly step closer to the 10? Even if it's just this much, what can you do today? Now, right now. Because you can make plans, and I will talk about that later in another video. But right now, I want you to do something today. So let's say, I'm just going to give you some ideas. Let's say your vision is that you want to make, you have some products, okay? So let's say you are selling products now, and you do that like you're selling literally from your house, which is fine, but it doesn't, it's more work than it's income at the moment. And you would love to make your product available for everyone and make it a huge success. Okay, so what can you do right now with the resources you have? Well, you probably, I will guess, have some sort of social media profile. Well, how can you use that? Because that could be free, or you could add a little bit of advertising money to it, but not much, but it could be free as well. So what can you do in the social media that will make you at least a little more attractive for a broader scale of customers, so you can reach the number 10? Now, if it's a more personal goal, let's say it's about your health and your health and body, then let's say you are far away from where you want to be, compared to the 10. So what can you do today? Maybe you could have a more healthy lunch, I don't know, or just go for a walk. Now maybe it's all about, you feel that you're all stuck in this agenda of other people. You just feel that it's always something that takes your focus and your energy away from you. Well, what can you do to limit that? At least, put something away. Is there work that you can delegate to someone else? Is it work that you can say no to? Is it possible for you, or maybe another framing, how can you put aside time in your timetable, because you got to do that, in your timetable that says, this is me time. This is time where I will take that walk, or go in that cafe, or, take that phone call with someone who really makes me happy. You have to put aside time, then do that today and find that spot, even if it's 10 minutes today. Or let's say you want to start a business. Maybe you're in a business right now that you don't like. You're working for someone and you really don't like it. Well, how can you make your own business? Well, find it out. Maybe you today could, make some brainstorming about your company name. Or you could actually register a company if you already have a name in your head. Or you could, things you can do today. You could actually start the process today. Or you could even start writing ideas, like a brainstorming. And start writing ideas just to make your head go, and just make you almost like you're not even aware of it, but you're going to shift. You're going to shift your focus, and you're going to shift your awareness, and you're going to have to actually shift, literally, physically, yourself towards that goal that you put somewhere in the future. So with this one here, I would love to hear on which number are you putting yourself right now. And what are you committed, or actually what would you commit yourself to do that would take you at least a little step closer to this one? With that, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.